Hello, all my chickadees! Welcome back to my nest! Today we're going to be continuing our gameplay of the Groom of Gallagher Mansion. We've gotten 2 out of 4 endings so far, so we're going to be trying to get a hold of our 3rd ending this time. If you haven't seen the any of the gameplay, please watch the other parts. They're all up on my channel with their own playlist. And for everyone else, let's hop in. And hope we don't get a bad ending. Oh no. We've had okay endings so far, so I'm worried. I'm very worried. Alright, we're back in the greenhouse to pick our flowers, and this time we're going to choose the zinnia. Now, zinnias, I was smart this time, and I went ahead and got the picture. This is what a zinnia looks like. Look at them. They're really cute. But now we can picture it in our head. I'd like the orange flowers. They're so striking.
Yes, they are.
Hey, are you actually any good at flower arrangement? I want to see this bouquet.
How are we going to show it to you? Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing, but I need to play it as coy as possible. Do you think they'd make a good centerpiece?
Heck yeah! Orange is a great color and flavor.
We're talking to Elias, not you.
They're quite sentimental flowers. And I suppose that neither of us can simply drop sentimentality so easily.
You know, of course orange is Taylor's favorite color, right? True. You'd likely have moved on from this mansion otherwise.
And you wouldn't be here either. I trust you understand the significance. Now, what accoutrements would you like to add to this? There are so many, and I want to see what you pick.
Ooh, pick something he won't expect. Something really bold.
What could possibly stand out as bold against these bright orange flowers? Here are these lilies. The ruddy pink is striking, and these stripes are oh so catching.
The Peruvian lilies are certainly eye-catching. You seem to be quite a maximalist.
Yes, we're getting all the bright colors. Elias blushes. I'm quite used to exuberance in my life. Now, how about these white-tipped ones with the pink interiors?
So much pink! But the pear blossoms and their white tips do add a particular gentleness.
Is that gentle? Honestly, these 3 flowers together added piece by piece into the glass vase are blaring at me. I didn't think they'd be so forceful when combined.
So, how's it looking? Is he impressed? If you get a chance, take a picture. Wait, are they ghost flowers? Can you even take pictures of ghost flowers?
Elias, seeing how these aren't exactly normal flowers, how long will the bouquet last?
As long as we both desire it, and tend to it.
I've not tended to spirit flowers before.
It's easier than you may imagine, but you have to listen to them first. They say much more than you expect.
What is this bouquet saying now?
Collectively, that your loneliness leads you to needing.
Needing what? Yes, dear Elias?
A friend.
Aww, it's screaming out for attention. Oh.
Quick! Pick something a bit more dramatic.
Taylor's right, but I have to be more careful. More thoughtful. The flowers are trying to speak to me. Okay, just breathe. And try to pick something that isn't so striking. An accoutrement, like Elias suggested. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be fancy. May I add these smaller flowers to the bouquet?
The Queen Anne's lace. Yes, that is a very interesting choice.
Explain it to me, please. I listened with my heart, but I'm not sure how to decipher what it means in my mind.
There is a desire for sanctuary hidden within you. That pain you feel. It runs deeper than one sad day, doesn't it?
Bud, you doing okay over there?
No, these flowers are telling on us, maybe. I suppose it must. It's definitely up his alley, because you know he's lonely and wants a friend, and now... Ugh, my legs are falling asleep. Hang on. Ugh. Make it work. Make him believe it. Maybe I was too hasty with my vows? Yes, that was most certainly it. Could I blame them for leaving me? It was my fault, wasn't it? Trying to please them without fully understanding them. Trying to please myself without even understanding my own needs.
I doubt it was your fault. That it could be so simple.
Elias sighs, once more cupping my hands in his own.
Dearest, you've created a beautiful bouquet. One that comes from the deepest of hearts.
Ooh, I thank you.
I'll treasure the Zinnias and their friends forever.
Elias, thank you for understanding.
Do you need space to rest?
In a sense. May I be alone for a moment?
Yes, of course. Come find me in the study when you're ready, my love.
He floats out of the greenhouse, phasing through a wall, and my breath returns to me. My heart is pounding in my chest like a cannon.
All right. Did he buy it?
Taylor, do you think what he said?
Bud? What he said about what? You trailed off.
Is that bouquet really what I want? Friendship and security and safety?
I mean, is it? I don't know what to tell you.
I think it is.
I guess they're not bad things to want, especially when you're not interested in marrying a ghost.
Yeah, I guess I don't know when flowers mean now and when they mean forever.
They probably don't mean anything at all.
It is still a bouquet alike. Here. I pull out my phone, snap a picture, and the flowers are there on my screen, just as if they are in front of me. Have some ghost flowers, Taylor. I shoot the picture to him via text.
Holy crap! Man, I bet you'll never get them out of the mansion, unfortunately. I should have tried inventing a containment unit for ectobotany.
You'd never figure that out without spectral plants to test on, you goof.
Hey, never say never. If anyone could do it, I bet it would be us.
My steps feel heavy as I return to the hallway. I wasn't expecting floral arrangements to be that tense.
Hey, are you doing all right now? Might be time to see what you can get up to before your rendezvous with...
Okay, we've seen this.
On the...
Whee!
Anything...
Okay, finish looking. Okay. This time we're gonna go back and investigate the dining room again, I do believe. That vision with Violet, or whoever I saw just now, really bothered me. I'm staying here to inspect the glass cabinet a little more.
Be careful, alright?
I pull myself out of the chair and step towards the cabinet, and its books once more. This time, nothing seems to appear.
Though, how are you going to explain to Elias that you're basically staying put?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I swing the cabinet door open and shut, investigating it from multiple angles. Then I take out a book to inspect it. The words are nothing but jumbled old English to me. Man, some of the stuff is ineligible.
Too hard to read?
More like too hard to understand. Did people really talk like this?
I don't know. You seem to do a pretty good job of it.
I slot the book back in place and cough as dust gets into my nose.
You okay there, bud?
Even though this place looks clean, the dust in this cabinet is still very real.
Maybe that was Elias's plan all along. Death by choking on dust.
I roll my eyes.
See anything new?
Not really. I wonder where the kitchen is in this place.
Oh, no. You probably don't want to go into the kitchen, even if you're able to find it. Oh, imagine the mildew and rot. Ugh.
You think so? You know, since you love comparing yourself to Egon so much, I bet you'd love something like that. Somewhere covered in mold. Taylor laughs heartedly at the sound light my ear.
Well, if we're comparing each other to Ghostbusters characters, I am the brains of the operation. Egon just makes sense.
I was thinking you're more of a Janine. Your red hair and cute face is much better suited for that role. we said he had a cute face. That's why he's making this, because we know he has a crush on us. Taylor makes an odd, barely noticeable noise and clears his throat.
I knew it. You do think I'm cute.
Anyway, I think I deserve some credit. You may be the planner, but I'm the one about to marry a ghost.
Hey!
I smile at the pout in his voice.
I would have joined you, but backup is important. I'm prioritizing the evidence and trying to avoid Elias's suspicions.
I shuffle back and lower myself into one of the chairs at the dining table. Is that really the reason, or are you worried you won't be able to hide your insatiable desire to be ravished by a ghost? I pause for a second, smirking. You know, I found that notebook you left in the club room last week. The one filled with the lewd fan fiction? Try as you might, you aren't that subtle.
Ah!
His squill is enough to make me stifle a laugh. Taylor cleared his throat, his voice lowering.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
Uh-huh, yeah. I take a deep breath before sighing dramatically. He had me pinned against the wall. His lips left a trail of fire along my skin I cease, realizing he hasn't tried to stop me. Then he speaks, his voice soft and low.
I'm not writing about ghosts.
Who you writing about, Taylor? I raise an eyebrow. Then what are you writing about?
It doesn't matter. And it's not fanfiction. Just get back to the mission.
Are you writing about us? Taylor sounds unusually meek right now. Maybe I stepped on a nerve. Hey, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
It's okay, bud. How are you doing over there with all those visions and everything?
Honestly, it's a lot at once. But hearing your voice through all this really keeps me calm. I can almost pick up on a smile in his voice as he replies softly.
Good. I'm glad.
I better get going somewhere before I waste too much time. I push the chair back and try to stand up, but the leg catches on my clothes. Ah!
What's going on?
Are you alright?
We wiped out. Out of nowhere, Elias grabs my hand, his other arm wrapping around my waist as he steadies me. Elias, Oh, we passed out. My vision blurs as the scene before me dissipates and molds into something else entirely. I see Elias surrounded by his siblings and father, all of them shouting and jeering. Oh, look at the poor baby. Horrible, terrible things in a mocking tone, making fun of him, calling him weak, a mistake. Grief and guilt fill my heart before I snap back to reality. I'm leaning against the wall, Elias kneeling next to me. He looks exhausted.
I apologize. I should have come for you sooner. Are you alright?
Are you okay? What happened? You suddenly shouted and...
I nod, my heart pounding out of my chest. I'm alright.
I am relieved to hear that.
Oh man, he was really picked on for being sick, wasn't he? Aw.
Oh, thank God.
Elias, did you feel that connection? Elias nods.
If only for a brief moment, yes. I saw a red-headed gentleman smiling at you. Who is that, if I may ask?
You saw Taylor? Taylor immediately pops into my mind. A friend. He's a friend. So he got to see into our memories as we saw into his. I swear I catch a flash of jealousy across Elias's face, but it dissipates just as quickly as it appeared.
I would love to meet your friend.
I would love for you to meet him as well, and I'm sure that he would be excited for the opportunity too. Elias's expression softens as he leads me away from the dining room and into one of the many hallways.
Anyways, my darling, I did come back to find you, as I have finally uncovered my grandmother's...
Let's pick vanilla this time.
And...
Okay. That's interesting that he saw a glimpse of what we've seen. What exactly did you think about what happened with the flower arrangements?
I got to see some beautiful ghost flowers, I suppose, but Elias might not buy your story anymore. That may be a good thing.
How would it be a good thing?
Easy. Marrying an actual, literal ghost has got to be hazardous to your health. Maybe you can keep it up for a while, but eventually your facade will slip. And then what? The longer you wait, the bigger the heartbreak. He's been waiting so long. The best you'll get is a sad marriage where neither of you actually like each other, but if you bring it up, you just end up losing what you have. And at worst, he makes sure you can never leave. I don't want you to be stuck in that mansion, but even if we get nothing from it.
I don't think we'll get nothing from it. But what really worries me is Violet. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know why she's here, but I want to get her away from her if I can.
Can you make it so she doesn't appear? Any rituals or anything?
I think it's up to Elias, not me. It could be that she's part of his memories.
I'm really starting to not like that guy.
What? You always don't like him. Then, there's what happened just now.
When Elias touched you again?
Yeah, part of my outfit got caught by the chair and I nearly tripped, but he caught me just in time. I had another vision. This time I saw his family mocking him. I couldn't really make out what they were all saying, but it definitely wasn't praise.
What concerns me more is that he mentioned seeing me. Was he reading your mind? It almost sounded like you two were exchanging memories.
I have no idea. I'm able to hold his hand without triggering any memories sometimes, but we were both stressed out at the time, so...
I don't like that he's capable of reading your memories, even if this time wasn't intentional. What happens if he finds out that you're faking all of this? Honestly, and I mean it this time, I want you to leave this place. There's something very wrong going on. Nothing we read said anything like this would happen.
Taylor, calm down. I know this isn't what we expected, but what were we expecting exactly? Be honest. Did you think this would actually pan out? Oh, Kitty, you're so wet. Oh, gosh. Oh, no. One of my cats, my indoor-outdoor cats, just came in and he ran over here to me and I touched him and he is just soaked. Oh, no. Where are you going? Don't go lay on my bed. Cat! Dude, what are you doing? Oh my god, my hand's so wet now. 3 years of failure, and now we're finally here. We finally got what we wanted. And we planned so much, hell, fantasized so much about what we do when we finally met a realistic... Okay, we've seen this.
Please. Bud?
Okay, we've seen all that. If you want to see what I've skipped, please go check out my previous episodes.
Just a moment, my dear.
Alright, time to pick a new thing. We are going to pick the earrings this time. I pick up the earrings. They're delicate, yet ornate. I sigh softly, taking my time to inspect them closer. But despite my attempts to focus on the jewelry, I hear Taylor's warning echo in my head over and over. Ah! Hi, kitty. You back? You're so wet. Hi. Hello. Yeah, hi. Mer. Hey, don't step on the keyboard. You guys are just getting an extra dose of kitty today. He is fussy. I pick up the earrings. They're delicate yet ornate. I sigh softly, taking my time to inspect them closer. But despite my attempts to focus on the jewelry, I hear Taylor's warnings echo in my head over and over. It is actually discomforting, not having heard his voice for so long while I'm stuck in this mansion. I should have asked him to come sooner.
Are they not to your liking? If you prefer something else, surely I can...
Oh no, it's not that at all. The earrings are gorgeous. The way we keep, talking about Taylor and stuff like that, I think this is going to be a Taylor ending, isn't it? We're going to run away with Taylor. I pause, giving Elias a sheepish smile. My act is starting to slip without Taylor's commentary to ground me. He said to stall for time. I need to stall for time. I'm just a touch worried about how safe it is to wear these. The mansion itself is decaying, and if the jewelry has rusted anywhere, it may irritate my skin. Elias chuckles lightly. He motions for me to put on the earrings.
It's entirely safe. I have kept them in a secure location and check on them frequently. You have nothing to fear.
The earrings could be cursed, too. Once you put them on, they'll never come off, or maybe Elias will take over your body. Or at least I think that's what Taylor would say if he'd heard that. I nearly snorted the thought, but I stopped myself before I do. Well, better not just decline Elias's wishes. I carefully slip them on. Nothing happens. See, Taylor, I'm perfectly fine. Thank you for allowing me to borrow the earrings, Elias. They must be very precious to you. A slight blush flushes on Elias's cheeks.
Please, do keep them on for our ceremony. And beyond. Once we are wed, everything in my name will be yours.
Everything. Elias really is serious about marrying me. I'm actually going to marry a dead man, aren't I? This isn't a joke. You're far too kind, Elias. Elias smiles back genuinely. I want to scream, but I hold my tongue. I'm too young to get married, damn it.
Shall we make our way outside? Everything is prepared for the ceremony.
Oh! It's gonna be outside this time? It was in, the ballroom for the last two endings. Of course. I think I'll settle for screaming inside my brain. We exit his bedroom together and go down the stairs one last time, my new accessory adding weight to my every step.
Soon we shall be wed, my darling, and we'll have all of eternity together. Are you excited?
Elias sure seems to be. I don't know how to answer that. Whether I should be sincere and tell him the truth or continue the charade. Taylor is coming, but Elias is only interested in me. Even if Elias is kind, I don't know what he'll do if his second attempt at marriage fails. This whole night, Taylor has been on edge. I can't really blame him. I've worried my best friend ever since Elias entered the picture, and yet, why am I so worried about Taylor when I'm the one who's probably in more danger? This go round, our heart goes to Taylor.
My love, what's on your mind?
Our crush. Nothing. I mean, I really am a bad actor in the end. Okay, we have seen that before. Oh, so he said outside, but I guess he meant outside of the room, right?
Are you ready, my love? I have worked tired.
Okay, we are still going to the
Excellent.
the ballroom.
Welcome, family. Today, long has let the memories of betrayal, love, do you, Elias Gallagher, In sickness and
I do.
do you? In sickness.
I
Stop!
Alright, let's see how it goes this time. The slamming of ancient doors against the walls drowned out all the memories in the ballroom, and the illusions disappear without a trace.
Who?
Taylor! Aside from the angry echoing of footsteps, there's only me, Elias, and a very, very sweaty Taylor in the otherwise empty sanctuary. I have never been so happy to smell his attempts to mask the scent of sweat with overpowering cheap cologne.
That's right! This has to stop! You should have told Elias the truth ages ago. I should have told you the truth ages ago.
My dear, is this the spirit medium you were talking to?
It is. His name is Taylor. Taylor Potts, and...
Taylor, why do you interrupt our ceremony? Speak now or forever hold your peace.
Elias's eyes flash with frustration.
Oh, have I got some words for you, Gallagher? All of this?
Taylor gestures wildly around the empty floors and tables.
All of this is for nothing! This was a dumb attempt to find a ghost, and now I've put my best friend in extreme danger. They didn't actually believe anyone was here. In my heart, I didn't believe it either. I was desperate. But we did our homework and read that you were obsessed with romance. The idea of it, at least, they aren't actually in love with you, and have never been engaged to anyone before this. We went shopping for fancy clothes to trick you into appearing. So stop all of this. We're too young for marriage. We're both just college students, for goodness sake. We have our whole lives ahead of us.
Taylor's arms droop to his side as he takes a shaky breath.
Elias, you should be mad at me. I set them up to do all this. But I should have been the one here, not you.
Oh, he actually admitted it. He's like, okay, I shouldn't have sent you in by yourself. It should have been me. I look between the both of the men standing in front of me. Taylor is out of breath while Elias can't find the words.
I think we should let OHSIC disband. We need to go home. It's over.
What? But... Taylor, don't make decisions for me.
My dear is right. They have been perfectly able to choose what they like. I provided plenty of opportunities and...
Yeah, and they were playing you.
Taylor's previous fervor gets a second wind at the sound of Elias's voice and puffs his chest.
Our goal was to prove you exist. Now we have, and I regret it.
Taylor.
Besides, do you even realize what rushing into marriage does to people? What if it turns out that you two don't even like each other, or can't even stand being in the same room tomorrow? I don't know about you, Elias. There's only so many tabloids that we can salvage all the way back from like 100 years ago. But have you ever had to watch your parents fight with each other behind closed doors?
Elias cocks a brow in confusion. All I can do is stand there and listen, trembling.
Rushed, unhappy marriages lead to divorce. Maybe your parents got along fine. Maybe they didn't. But if this was a regular wedding between you and Bud, you'd be waving a red flag for the whole state to see. Mom and Dad tried so hard to pretend things were okay when I was growing up. But I wasn't stupid. I saw the exhaustion on their faces. I heard what they said to each other. No one deserves that.
I'm sorry, Taylor. I didn't...
Besides, after all this, I realized I'm jealous.
Oh, all this time.
Wait. Jealous of who?
Me, I assume. There's a rival suitor vying for your affections.
It's true. I think you're great, and I really, really like you. I've wanted to tell you that for some time. Since about the day we met, to be honest. But you were such a good friend, a kind friend who supported me in everything I did. But I was scared to lose that. I was scared to make everything too big. But I guess I found a different way to make everything too big tonight, huh?
What a charming and sad story, Taylor.
Much to my surprise, Elias's voice drips with empathy. His words are genuine. Yeah, I know we heard all that before, but I didn't know if it might be a little different. But I guess not. I guess this part's always going to be the same. But also, you know, another chance to appreciate the voice acting right there. You could hear, like, Taylor, right? Oh my gosh. His voice crack a little bit with emotion there when he's talking about his parents. So, you know, they did a good job with the voice acting. It was a good chance to listen to it again. Elias, you're...
How could I not be moved? But, my dear, I need you to tell me the truth. What did you come here for?
Okay.
I see.
Okay,
But
we've
not
seen
all of this was a lie, was it? Your demeanor changed as we spent time together. You got to know me. You learned about the real me. And I think your heart opened.
Oh no, come on, don't do this! I get that you're lonely, but you're completely missing the point here.
Taylor, please. Where we go from here is up to them to decide.
I can't do this. I can't marry you, Elias. You're very kind, but I've only gotten to know you for one night. That's not nearly enough time for me to declare my eternal, undying love to you. But Taylor, on the other hand, I've known him for years. He's my bestie, even if he's kind of obnoxious.
Hey!
Sorry, Taylor, it is true. Or an immature pervert.
Come on.
And makes me do a lot of his dirty work. All of his dirty work.
Okay, fine. That part is fair.
Because, at the end of the day, I know Taylor always has my back. We're always looking out for each other, and I think that's what makes a stable foundation for romance. Taylor's jaw drops as a blush spreads across his face, while Elias studies the both of us silently. So, marrying you like this just to fulfill your wish wouldn't be fair, because I can't give you the love you crave, the love you deserve. I hope you'll understand and forgive me. Can we still be besties, though? Can we be besties with Elias this route?
This is nothing like the romances I've read in novels, nor the kind I've seen my parents or even siblings divulge in. It's clumsy, ridiculous even. Why, it's hardly romantic. And yet, those were the most genuine words I've heard from you this entire night. You hold those sentiments quite dear. So this is what true love is.
Hang on. Does that mean you'll actually go out with me?
Taylor, buddy, didn't you hear our long little speech there? Yeah, I think we're gonna go out with you, bud. I'm willing to give it the good old college try, at least. Elias claps his hands together and brightens up, in spite of the fact that I just rejected him.
Waste not, want not. I shall officiate your wedding then.
Oh, he totally shift gears. He's like, well, I got dumped, but it's true love. He still loves the notion of romance. And he's like, he's so rooting for us now. That's adorable.
Whoa there, easy now. Are we really doing this? I'm not even ready.
Do you take Taylor Potts to be your lawfully wedded husband? To live together in matrimony? To love him, comfort him, honor and keep him?
Oh my god, he meant now.
In sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
Elias is really determined to see some kind of wedding today, so I might as well entertain him. I do.
And do you, Taylor, take them to be your lawfully wedded spouse? to return their affections, and so on and so forth.
He made his short. Taylor scrunches up his face when Elias doesn't repeat the same ceremonial speech for his part of the vow.
Shoot. I guess? Aren't we moving a little fast for...
By the authority vested in me as the final heir to the Gallagher family, I now pronounce you married.
Elias was like, bitch, I did all this work. I made this place look amazing. And you're dressed up for the occasion. Might as well still have a wedding. Come on.
You may now kiss.
Taylor looks at me, then at Elias, then back at me, mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. And all Elias does is motion at him to do something. Did he shove him? No, we pulled him. Oh, but look, he's so happy for it. Eventually, I sigh and just pull Taylor towards me, smashing my face into his. Elias laughs and claps his hands together, clearly elated by our antics.
Splendid show! Now quickly, follow me to the study.
Elias glides out the ballroom while I drag Taylor behind me, still sputtering and confused over what just happened. Taylor, dude, you confessed and we're married. Elias pulls out a paper from the drawer and clasps his hands together, causing it to glow with a ghostly light.
Here we are. My will, freshly written. I think you two will be pleased.
Whoa, did he put us in his will? Would that even be, like, legal? Taylor and I scan the dark document.
I, Elias Gallagher, former head of the Gallagher estate, hereby leave all my material possessions, including the Gallagher family jewels, and the manor itself to the newlywed Potts. The Potts?
Farewell, my dear friends. Please use my family's fortune for your honeymoon, or whatever else you may need it for.
Oh, he stuck his tongue out. Elias, what are you doing? With a final bow, Elias quickly fades from the room.
So, what do you want to do for our first date?
I don't think he crossed over, because that was more like, hee hee. I leave you money. Do what you will. Stick his tongue out and leave. I don't think he's gone. I think he's still lingered around. He's just like, I'm leaving the two newlyweds alone. Hibernate. After a full 24 hours of uninterrupted sleep, Taylor looks up whether my surname actually was legally going to be Potts now. Considering a ghost officiating a wedding, and not even an ordained ghost at that, isn't exactly legally binding, Taylor and I decided to take our relationship slow. No marriage. Not yet. Hopefully Elias wasn't going to be too mad about that. After doctoring the will a bit to fix my last name, we laid claim to the fortunes left in the Gallagher Mansion. Oh, so they did give it to us! The family jewels turned out to be worth a hell of a lot of money. Enough to pay off both our student debts and then some. But we got so caught up in trying to figure out how to work with our sudden unexpected inheritance that we forgot to recruit new members for the club.
It sucks that we lost the OHSIC. But who needs them? We can probably fund our own activities for a while.
I think we should go easy on the spending for a while, or at least stop buying the name brand orange soda.
What? But the generic store brand just doesn't have the same flavor profile.
Now listen, orange soda, at least from where I came from, the store brand tastes exactly the same as the name brand. Taylor, I know you like the color orange, buddy, but come on. We gotta save our money a little bit, and then we can retire early.
The recipe is completely different, and the ratios of high fructose corn syrup and...
Oh, we kissed him again. We pulled him in to kiss him to shut him up. I think we found a good way to shut him up now. Oh, I just noticed. Does he have freckles? He does have some freckles. I kiss him deeply on the mouth once more to shut him up. Stupid that it works. But he doesn't protest when I pull away with a wiry smile. You're a dork.
Yeah, I am.
Ending C for science. Oh, that ended up being a good ending. That was actually really cute. I like Taylor a lot more in this part. He kind of annoys me in the other parts, but this one he was actually really cool. I liked him. He's growing on me, guys. Okay, let's look at something here. Skip into credits. There is an extra section. This is the achievements. So far, we only have 2 achievements left. The mission debriefing went over all the details of the field mission. Wedding planner planned out your own wedding. Trivial master, knowledge is power. Through investigation, looked for hidden passages in the mansion. Spilled the beans, revealed who your co-conspirator was. For truth, that has to be one. That has to be A, right? Because this was ending B, C, and D. So we just need ending A, which is for the truth. Ending B was fulfilled a 100-year-old wish for happiness, where we married Elias. Ending C was for science, fulfilled your original mission and scored 1 with the Bestie. Ending D was death is just a new beginning. That's where we all die, but you know, we become a threesome. And then there's this one, in love with love. I don't know what this one's gonna be. So we got 2 endings left here. Or not 2 endings. I know we have 1 ending, but I don't know what for love is love. Did we get that for completing everything else? Maybe? And then there was one that was like little question marks. I don't know. I'm guessing that might like unlock whenever we finish everything. I really thought we'd learn more about Violet was her name, but maybe we will in this last part. But I love that everything is pretty much a happy ending in one way or another so far. So, what has been your favorite ending so far? We still got 1 to go, so you can hold off on saying until we finish. But I would love to hear from you guys. Let me know. Oh, do you like us hooking up with Elias or Taylor more so far? I really like this ending, but Elias is still my favorite. He's such a good ghosty boy. But as always, a link to the game is going to be down below. We have 1 more part to go, so make sure you come back and check it out. And thank you for my Patreons for supporting the channel. If you're interested in checking out my Patreon, it should be on my About page, I think. They've moved it. It used to be on the banner. And we have a monthly Let's Play going on for a Boys Love series. So you should definitely check that out if you're interested in that. And for everyone else, thank you for joining, and I will see you next time. Bye!